Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's nice to be sitting here again rather than what I did last week, which was basically touring the house with the phone in my hand. Way out of my comfort zone. This feels so much better. Hope you're all keeping well. What have I been watching this week? We'll start with Spencer. Now, this is based on a weekend that Diana, Princess of Wales, spent with the royals in 1991. The movie opens with her driving herself to the estate. From the minute it starts, you know that there is something wrong. She's not looking forward to it. They really are the most cold, lifeless bunch of people, if this is to be believed. Brilliant performances all round. I mean, Kristen Stewart. Forget Twilight. I've not seen the Twilight movie, so I can't comment on them. But a lot of people have said, is she really qualified to be playing somebody like Diana, Princess of Wales? I have to admit that for the first few moments, the way she played her was a little bit of a bit of a caricature, how you would expect a sort of a comedy impersonation to be done. But the more you get into it, the more you realise this is how she was, and she has actually got it down to a T. The whole atmosphere of the place is suffocating. You can see why she wanted to leave. This was the weekend, apparently, that she announced to Charles that she wanted to leave and to get divorced and all this sort of thing. It is a brilliant movie. It's very different from what you think it's going to be. It's whether it's historically accurate or not is another matter. It's described at the beginning in a little footnote as a fable, based on the truth. So you kind of take it how you want to take it. I thought it was hugely enjoyable. I thought Kristen Stewart was absolutely brilliant as Diana. Timothy Spall is in there as well. He's the head of the staff. As I say, the whole atmosphere of the thing is deeply uncomfortable, and you can see pretty much all the way through it that she really, really wants to leave, and you're not surprised at all. My shout out for this week goes to Joe Raven, one of the followers on the group. I put the poster on the group last week stating that I was watching the movie, and he put underneath, sent me a comment, I can tell you how it ends, which made me smile. Nice one, Joe. But yeah, if you're looking for sort of what you would class as a nice easy 2 hours worth of viewing, it's not that, but it is hugely entertaining for what it is. I think it's one of those that you just don't take too seriously, and don't sort of look for history in it, because there isn't really any. But if that is how it was, I can very much see why she wanted to leave. So yeah, I'd give Diana easily an 8 or 9 out of 10, and it's mostly down to Kristen Stewart's performance. As I say, forget Twilight. I haven't seen it, so I've no idea what the Twilight movies are like, but I thought she did a really good job with this. The other movie I managed to watch, and this was yesterday, is a movie called Silent Night. Oh, where to start with this one? You would think it's a Christmas film. It is set at Christmas, but that is about where the Christmas movie thing ends. You've got a group of people, family and friends, descending on a country house for a Christmas celebration. The house is owned by a couple who've got 3 of the sweariest children you've ever seen in your life. They all gather at this. There are no nice people in this. Within the first 10 minutes, you realise that these are all fairly horrible folks, and you would not want to spend any time with them, let alone a whole Christmas. But there's a very good but disturbing backstory going on, and within about 20-25 minutes of the film, you realise that something very, very bad is on its way. I can't say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but there's been a lot of talk about this film, and there's been a lot of spoilers out there anyway. Um, but yeah, it has certain parallels for me with a movie called When the Wind Blows, which was a Raymond Briggs animated thing about 1985 or 6. If you remember that one, you'll get the rough idea of where this one's going. And as I say, within 30 minutes, you know what's coming. It gets more and more uncomfortable and nasty as the film goes on. Um, it's beautifully done, but I found it really not distasteful, but a little bit disturbing. Um, I enjoyed it, but in a weird kind of way. It's not one. I thought at the time, as the credits rolled up at the end, I thought, I'm not going to watch this again. I don't think I fancy this one again. That was just too dark even for me. Um, but now, sort of 24 hours on, I'm thinking maybe I wouldn't mind just one more quick look at it. Um, as I say, don't go into it expecting some kind of a bright and breezy Christmas celebration type film, because it absolutely, completely is not that. But if you're looking for something very different as far as a Christmas film goes, and one that you know is not going to end well, you could do worse than watch Silent Night. It's beautifully done. Keira Knightley is the main star. The other main star is the kid, I can't remember his name. Is it Roman Griffin, who played the kid in Jojo Rabbit? Um, he's brilliant. But as I say, all of the kids in this just swear non-stop. It's just... But yeah, if you're looking for something very different as far as Christmas films go, you could do a lot worse than Silent Night. I mean, check it out and see what you think. I'd be very curious to know what you think of it. But it kind of left a bit of a nasty aftertaste for me. But it has kind of made me want to watch it again, just to see whether it has the same effect second time round. I do know one thing: I won't be watching it at Christmas next year. That's for sure. It'll be. It is a standard film. It won't be anything to do with Christmas next year. That's for certain. So that's pretty much all I've watched this week so far. I've bought a couple of bits and pieces, which I'll just very quickly show you. You may remember a couple of weeks ago I bought the original Wes Craven Last House on the Left. Well, I spotted this one for sale, and I thought, for £3 or £4 I might as well grab that. It's got two versions on it. You've even got here, let me see now, two versions including the extended cut for it, too extreme for cinemas, so God knows what I'm going to make of that. I seem to remember watching this many years ago, but I can't remember very much about it. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be one of the most pleasant experiences, so we'll save that one for... what I want to do is maybe watch them back to back and see how they compare. But I get the feeling I pretty much know how they're going to compare. But we'll see. The other one I got through, I haven't seen this for years. It Couldn't Happen Here. Now, this is the one and only movie that the Pet Shop Boys made. It was made at the height of their fame. I saw this a long time ago, and I remember it being one of the strangest, weirdest movies ever. If I remember right, the Monkees in the 60s did a movie called Head, and I think this was a similar sort of thing. That was a strange... It's just a lot of weird images and strange scenes. Gareth Hunt is in here. You may remember he played Mike Gambit in the New Avengers. He's in this. But if I remember correctly, the soundtrack is absolutely superb because it's all Pet Shop Boys hits. But I'm looking forward to having a look at that purely because I haven't seen it for so long. And the other two, a couple of the group members were on about this one the other week, and it sort of piqued my interest because I haven't seen this for a long time. This is a double Blu-ray set of Mary Poppins and Mary Poppins Returns. The original Mary Poppins is a true classic. I've seen it many times and absolutely love it. I haven't seen Mary Poppins Returns yet, but I do want to have a look at it, and it's one of those that's got mixed reviews. I can't see it living up to the original, but we'll see. But I'm really looking forward to watching those back to back one afternoon. It's very much rainy Sunday afternoon entertainment. So yeah, looking forward to getting into that. I had a book through, The Best Film You've Never Seen. And if I just read from the front, 35 directors champion the forgotten or critically savage movies they love. So it's basically a load of directors talking about lesser known movies that they love, and that they credit with sort of inspiring them to become directors and filmmakers. So I'm looking forward to having a read of that, which is to see what weird and wonderful titles you've got in there. Just to mention a few of them here. Where are we? Sweet Charity, A Man for All Seasons, The Swimmer. None of these I've heard of. Joe and the Volcano. I believe that's Tom Hanks, but I could be wrong. But I'm looking forward to having a read of that one. And you may be able to help me with this. I won this last week. It's an iPad. I actually won it in a kind of a raffle at work. Now, a few months ago, I haven't even taken it out of the cellophane yet, so I don't even know what it looks like. But a few months ago, I was looking at buying a camera to do the videos with, and everybody said, no, you don't need to, just use your phone. But now I've got this. Is this something that I can make videos with? I need to look on YouTube and see what's involved in it. But is this something that you guys would use to make your videos with? And will I need a new tripod and all this sort of thing to equip it with? I've never used an iPad before. I've got a laptop and a notebook type of thing, but I've never ever used an iPad. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. And hopefully, if you lot tell me whether I can actually do videos with it, I'll give it a try. Right, that's pretty much it for this week anyway. It's getting dangerously close to Christmas. We've all got presents to wrap and things to it, and we've got this COVID thing still going on, which is driving me absolutely crazy. Actually going to a concert tomorrow night. You remember the Human League from the 80s? Going to Nottingham to see them at the Theatre Royal. I am looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to whatever restrictions they've got in place. I've been assured that all it is mask wearing, which I can live with. So hopefully that will go without a hitch, as I'm really, really looking forward to it. So, right, I think that's it, folks. As I say, if you get a chance to check out Silent Night, I'd be very curious to know what you make of it. And as for Spencer, yeah, really, really good film. So recommend that one. Take care of yourselves. I will talk to you all again next week. Thanks very much for joining me. If you've enjoyed the video, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be amazing. And I will talk to you all again very, very shortly. Take care, folks. Ta-da.